Here is chapter 10 of Pax. At the jog in the wall where he'd seen the deer, Peter stopped. There was blood already. He'd stumbled and ripped open the tender web of skin at the base of his thumb on a jagged splinter, and buckets of sweat. His arms trembled from the strain of lifting his weight for only those few minutes, his palms already raw on the rubber grips, and the throbbing in his right foot menaced like thunder. But none of that was what was wrong. It wasn't even the prospect of returning to his grandfather's grim house. He was going in the wrong direction. He wheeled around, he stabbed the ground and swung over, stabbed and swung, until he planted himself in the doorway of Vola's barn. He drew himself up tall. No! Vola's head snapped up. She shot him a warning scowl, but on her face Peter read a flash of something else. Fear. I'm not going back, he said more firmly. Whether you help me or not, I'm going to get my fox. Help you? Peter moved to the bench and hoisted himself up. Teach me. What you said about moving from my arms, about getting strong. You learned how to get around on one leg. Teach me. You were a medic. Set my bone. Please, I'll do whatever you tell me to do. He picked up the cider and drank it down to show his trust. Then I'll leave. But even if you won't help me, I'm going to get him. Vola put her hands on her hips and lowered her head to eye him. A tamed fox set loose in the wild? You know it might be dead, don't you? I know, and it would be my fault. If he's dead, I need to bring him home and bury him. Either way, I'm going back to find my fox and bring him home. Vola studied Peter as if she were seeing him for the first time. So which is it? You're going back home? You're going back for your home or for your pet? Oh, they're the same thing, Peter said, the answer sudden and sure, although a surprise to him. And you're going to do this no matter who tries to stop you? Because it's the right thing for you. At your core? Vola made a fist and thumped her chest. Your core. Is that true? Peter waited before answering, because this woman, maybe crazy or not, had asked it as if the fate of the world depended on it. But the answer was the same as it would have been if he'd blurted it out. The answer would have been the same if he waited a lifetime to think it over. He thumped his own chest and felt a muscle of his heart leap. Yes. In fact, there's nothing else I know at my core. The woman nodded. Well, you're 12. That's old enough to know your own self, I expect. I'm not about to go messing with that, so all right. You'll help me? I'll help you. Vola extended her hand to shake. On 3 conditions. That's the end of chapter 10.